Cheers, I do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? You probably figured out I'm not really in this nice little jazz bar behind. It looks nice though, right? Yeah, we're just, I'm gonna try to create a mood. It's too hot to go out to my pub. The pub or the beer garden. Yeah, so I created an atmosphere. Anyways, I digress. Oaktoberfest, oak aged lager, Firestone Walker. Their oaked version of the classic Märzen, I'm guessing. It says here somewhere, now I lost it here. I don't have great light right where I'm sitting. I can't see it real well. 5.2%. It's a lighter though. It's almost more the color of a fest beer than a Märzen. But it does give you those nice Oktoberfest style notes. A little bit malty, a little toasty, little nutty, just like me. Malty, toasty, and nutty, just like me, man. Anyway, cheers. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Wow, I love anything chucked in an oak barrel. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bourbon barrel. Just oak is fine because it really, really dries up that finish, man. It gives those beautiful oak notes. Ah, it's gorgeous. Again, it's a little sweet initially. Again, toasted malt, a little nuttiness. I get like hints of toasted hazelnut here. And then you get to that nice, beautiful oaky finish. Oh, it's just nice. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it last year, and I happened to see it today. I've been trying to buy mostly local, but this one kind of caught my eye with the oak and all. I've had 3 locals so far, somewhat local, I guess. Public House isn't necessarily local, but I don't know that they're local to anybody, so I consider them local. I've had the Public House Beer Leakin', the Mother's Oktoberfest, and the Springfield Brewing Company Mayhem Märzen, their Oktoberfest style, and now this one. But I did also pick up today the from Four Hands out of St. Louis. Again, not exactly local, but local adjacent, local-ish, let's just say. So I hang out at this nice club, create a mood here. Got folks back there left their beers on the table. anyways, I digress. Oh, it's very nice. So yeah, it's very enjoyable beer. I do like that oaky finish, though. I gotta tell you that I am a fan of anything in an oak barrel because I love how it just dries it out. You get those beautiful oak notes right at the end. Depending on the oak used, I mean, you might also impart hints of vanilla, might impart hints of spice. Again, it really depends on what oak they're using. So you get that little, that little something, man, that you might not be able to describe. Just that little extra. Anyway, I digress. Oh. We made it through another week, into the weekend. I am very happy to be off weekends once again. I won't be so quick to volunteer for something next time. Walked right into the fire, man. But it was a nice learning experience, though. I did miss having those full weekends off because I'd get off on. I'd get off about 11 o'clock on Friday, and then be off the rest of the day, all day Saturday. But then I'd have to return back to work about to 1 o'clock on Sunday. So I only had that one full day off the whole week. I didn't have I only did breakfast and lunch on Tuesdays, so I'd have after about 2:30 off until Wednesday morning. Which was back at 6:30. So, but it was a nice learning experience. I did learn how you with a very short staff, are able to prepare food for a lot of people. I was preparing food for about 60 to 80, and I did have some help. Excuse me, I did have some help for breakfast for about an hour. Preparing the fruit bar, but most of it I did on my own. I occasionally had help for some lunches and dinners, but most of them I did on my own. Yeah, it was something. But it was a bit of an eye opener too. You learn how what a lot of tricks restaurants use. You get this stuff that's mostly prepared. You add a couple things to it, and all of a sudden it's a different animal. And that's there are certain products that I get in that I know other restaurants in town are using. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, rosemary, red potatoes. That sounds beautiful. Yeah, they come in frozen. You add some fresh parsley, some herbs, and yeah, man. All of a sudden, hey, look what we did. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, it was a learning experience. Get this fried chicken in from a company. They call it Super Chicken, but yeah, I mean it's ready to go. You just gotta reheat it in the oven, and it's the same damn thing. It might be a slightly different brand, but it's the same damn shit that that every buffet in town is using. Golden Corral, and so, you think they're frying chicken in the back? No, they are not. Anyway, I digress. This is a nice beer, Firestone Walker. 25 years, it says. Wow, they've been around a while now, huh? I like to refer to the golden age of, or the renaissance, if you will, of craft beer from about 2000 to maybe 2012. And since then, it's been the bastardization of craft beer. Especially now, we're right into that, right into the core of the bastardization of craft beer, where even people that consider themselves craft beer drinkers don't even like craft beer styles. They don't like classic styles like this Meriton or a classic Pilsner, classic lager. No, it's got to be some, peanut butter banana Cocoa Puff beer or something. I mean, everything's got 100 different ingredients in it. And then it's turned into a sour and tossed into a slushy machine. I like to call the bastardization of craft beer. But man, we had that period of time where we just saw brewery after brewery popping up. And I would have ended at about 2010, except for, especially in my area, I don't know if it was like this everywhere, but at the end of 2011 and 2012 in the St. Louis area really was a renaissance, where it was right at that time where InBev had bought out AB, and a lot of brewers were laid off, or fired, or just outright quit. And then you had that big renaissance in St. Louis alone. I mean, that's how breweries like Urban Chestnut, Four Hands, so many just popped up overnight because, hey, you had brewers, and they had a talent, and now they were actually able to brew beer, right? You had these guys with incredible skills that now they were unleashed on the world. And, now you've got just St. Louis, in my opinion, is one of the best beer towns in the country. So that's why I include that in that renaissance up to about 2012. But then things just kind of, now everything is about beer that doesn't even taste like beer anymore. And if you're an old timer like me that likes beer, well, those youngsters like to make fun. Oh, he's old. He's over 50. So that's why he drinks a lager. No, I drink a lager because I like the taste of beer. You wet behind your ears, snot, wet behind the ears, snot nose, some bitch. Yeah. Fuck you and the horse. Yeah, that's right, and the horse. Anyways, I digress. Firestone Walker still making great beers. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker. Bring it back, Tom. First beer of the night, believe it or not. You take that as you will. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom and... Man, that is good. All around good guy. Cheers.